Right, good morning, everybody. This is Cal once again. Today is the 4th of August, 2021. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up. All right, once I see that there's thumbs up given and you guys can hear me loud and clear, I will proceed immediately, all right? All right, morning to you, this is Anthony. Morning to you, Cheng Hui. Morning to you, Fred. Good morning to you, Min Hui. And good morning to you. Okay, all right, guys. Good morning to all of you. Let's begin our morning MAO right now. Okay. Okay, first of all, good morning to you. Today we can see that the caption this morning is on Tom Lee. All right, Tom Lee is very bullish for August. Okay, he is very bullish, and I will share with you why is he bullish. But because interestingly, CNBC actually interviewed 20 strategists, and they asked them, they will keep their anonymity. Basically, it's all right. They are saying opposite of Tom Lee. So of course, it's like 20 strategies calling for sell, at least most of them. Then if there are at least 17 of them, but the Tom Lee call for buy. So that's going to be very, very interesting. So stay tuned for today's MAO. It's going to be very, very interesting. All right. Well, again, you can see that who is Tom Lee. This is top ranked by institutional investors since 1998. Wow. So for the last 23 years, Tom Lee has been top ranked. That's the reason why he is he has had a great following recently, all right, especially now. So everybody has been calling for the end is near and stuff like that. Well, some people getting frustrated because they say that, well, I'm waiting, all right, that's the reason why I bring this cartoon in. Well, the thing is this, as I said many, many times, it's all about valuation, it's about price level, it's all about expectation, okay? So whether or not the Federal Reserve is flying the right way, it's all about whether the market will see the turning point that many people is waiting for. But of course, the people who are like Tom Lee, he felt that there's more gains for stocks and he felt that there will be further upside. So later on, you will see what he has to share, okay? All right, disclaimer as usual, once again, please be careful with whatever I share in group chat in this sharing session, because at the end of the day, it's that you have to do your own due diligence. My best I can do for you is just what I feel from the charts and of course, whatever I pick from the internet, and of course on the mainstream media, okay? So hopefully you understand this and accepted the above and identified me. All right, okay, cool. All right, so quote of the day today is this guy from Justin Mamis, all right, how I got it correct. Stocks are bought not in fear, but in hope. They are typically sold out of fear. I think this is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant quote, all right? Now, I don't know who is Justin, but definitely it's another excellent quote from trader psychology. All right, many of the actions are always taken by novice trader and motivated by emotions. This is something that you must take note of that. And that's why people always choose to trade. They trade on hope and they sell on fear. All right, so we see how the market goes. Now we will look into the market and let's study. Is it the time to buy or is it time to sell? Let's take a look right now. Okay, let's bring in the charts. Right in. And we go. Now, China A50 is trading lower now at the moment. China A50 is trading below the opening price. And Hong Kong is going to open very, very soon. Let's go to the Hong Kong market right now. So you get the best of the whole thing. Okay, let's go Hong Kong. Here we go, day chart. Okay, Hong Kong will open now. Okay, Hong Kong gapped down a little bit, Okay, yesterday Hong Kong closed at 26,115 points. And today is now trading at slightly below the closing price of yesterday. Now for Hong Kong, let's take a look at the chart, shall we? All right, good morning to you, Janet. Okay, so the thing is this, Hong Kong today, the opening price is actually between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. And KSI is red in color. There's seemingly an uptick on the KSI. So traders need to take note of that. Okay, so basically now the Hong Kong market, the opening price is between the two pivot, right? So by right, okay, this is going to be the movement, the +1 and -1. Okay, which side will it go? More to which side? Now by right, the opening price is Q, okay? With the KSI red in color, if the market goes below OP, it should go to KTR -1 rather easily. Okay, rather easily. Okay, but of course, if the market if the market starts to trade above OP, which is like what's happening right now, to go to KTR plus 1, it is possible, but it should be a touch and go effect, right? Meaning it touched KTR plus 1, then after that, there might be some profit taking. So this is something that I can tell you before the Hang Seng actually starts to move, all right? So Hang Seng, remember, the opening price today is 6,071. I think already KTR plus 1 has been given. Let's double check on this. All right, let's take a look. Oh, indeed, wow. Okay, so my bad, okay? Straight away, once it opened, the market already traded KTR plus 1. Wow, that's impactful. Okay, straight away, it shoot up all the way to KTR plus 1. So no chance was given. So that shows there's some buying interest in the market. Let's check China's now again. China A50 is now recovered from the low end. So it seems that today may be still another upside day if the market can stay above the OP. At the moment now, US market is also recovering a little bit. So I think overall, the market seems that want to go a bit higher, okay? So let's look at the China market first. Now, China market have basically got itself supported at the 61.8 I told you guys. And we have a new BNB right here. So I'm going to put a BNB. This is the BNB RL. Then this will be the BNB SL, all right? So we have a BNB RL and a BNB SL over here. This is for the China A50. Then we have the MA30. Then we have the MLP, going to bring it in today. Okay, MLP is here. So which means that just now, China A50 purposely came down near to MLP and then recover. So this shows that could be some further upside, okay? So that is what we're seeing right now. Now, on top of this, we can see that the market is still below the MA30, is still below the MA200, so the selling pressure is still there. As long as we take a look on this point, okay, in my point is this, as long as China A50 is resisted at the RL, we couldn't see any more upside temporarily. If it goes above the RL, then easily we could see it going towards the next Fibonacci number, 16,040. Okay, that will be the upside potential, okay, for the China A50. Then, of course, if the market doesn't go up and come down, then of course the first support will still be this point here and 14,966, because for 2 times the market have been the market tried to, for yesterday, you tried to resist it, couldn't go up. Then, but on the downside, you can see that, right? Interestingly, every time when the market hits the 61.8 here, the market actually got itself supported. So there is a chance that the market really need to, there's a very good indication that the market is very strongly supported at 14,966 level. Okay, so that is the conventional chart reading on the China A50. For the Hong Kong A50, China, the conventional chart on Hong Kong, my bad. For Hong Kong, let me just change some colors here. I'll take away some of the colors. Okay, so what we have right now, we have the MLP for today for Hong Kong, and that is somewhere around here at 26,163 level. Okay, that is the MLP. Then, of course, the market definitely, let me look at it. Is any BNB recently? No, we can see that. Okay, all right, so there's no BNB for us to take Q. So we only know that now the market is still trading below the MA30. Okay, it's still trading below the MA30. Try to make it a bit thicker. Change the color to Warner. There we go. Okay, so what we have right now is that the market is still trading below the 2 moving average MA30 and MA200. But of course, you can see the market is trying to bounce up towards, right? So if the market can consolidate around this area, and then by the time later, this moving average will come down, and when it comes down, it may cause the turnaround buy up. Okay, it may do that. Okay, so traders, you need to watch this closer. So let me just explain this again. Mathematically, if the Hang Seng is to go sideways for a bit longer, the MA30 will likely be coming downwards, right? And then of course, if the Hang Seng shoot up, then of course this is going to change the whole entire trend, and this may bring the market higher. Okay, so that's how it looks like. On the sell side, of course, the opposite may happen, is that the market still goes sideways, then the MA comes up, then the market hit the MA, instead of going higher, the market goes down. So it is also possible, right? So we will see how it goes. But at the moment now, it's pretty clear the market is still below the MA30. Hence, therefore, in general perspective, the market is still bearish for now. Okay, all right, so we're clear with that. Okay, so that is using the conventional chart. Let's look at the MA, our own TWB chart right now. On the TWB chart, I told you guys about earlier, I told you about the upside and downside. So at the moment now, Hang Seng has went up earlier, but now it's off the highs and it's so-called resisted by the MLP. So we'll study this closer later in the MAO. All right. Okay, let's look at the US market. Now, US market is incredible. Okay, it's going to take some time. Now, first of all, for the US market, we can see very, very importantly, yesterday, all right, yesterday we mentioned that there is a MA30 level, and incredibly, the Dow Jones came down to the MA30. Then after that, suddenly the factory order came in. Factory orders usually don't really take a big part of the market, but when the market want to buy, they will just buy anything that makes sense to them. And of course, immediately when the market stays above the MA30, straight away the Dow Jones recover more than 300 points. So this is incredible, and again, it has fixed that the power of the MA30 is really, really incredible. The power of the MA30 is really incredible. So of course, for today, please note it down. Today, the MA30 will be 34,854. Okay, write it down somewhere, right? It's to your advantage. We write it down. Of course, you can take some pictures if you want to. I'm fine with that. So 34,854 at the moment. Okay. This is the MA30 level, so this will be the support for today. All right, if the Dow Jones do come down to 34,854, do suspect that the market may come down and go back up again, because this is what I've been seeing over the last few days. Okay, so it's not the first time you're seeing this. For the last 1.5 months, every time when the Dow Jones come down to the MA30, almost all the time, the market will rebound. Okay. So are we clear with that? 34,854. Okay, 34,854 level. Okay, so we got it clear. Very good. Okay, so that is the first thing. Second thing is that let's look at the nearest the MLP for today. The MLP for today is somewhere near here. Okay, that's for 34,972. So that is another level to watch. And any BNB structure here, let's take a look. Yeah, we have a BNB, right? That was 2 days ago. So just to make sure that we put it in. Okay, all right. So we can see that yesterday, the Dow Jones not only break the MA30, it also broke the the BNB SL, and conveniently both were tested and recovered. So that's given you the technical reason why to stay on the long side. Okay, so we have that. So we have a bit of consolidation at the moment right now. But undeniable with whatever you're seeing right now, it seems that the market seems that they're holding up, and any sell-off is a buy. Okay, and I've been saying this like a program recorder. I'm pretty sure you heard me enough time saying this. Okay, all right, cool. All right, the MA30 is at the top. MA200 is trading a bit higher now, off the 95% level, because as the price goes higher, naturally the MA200 will also follow through. Okay. All right, all these lines that I'm drawing are not technical lines. I just leave it there so that we can easily have those lines to draw later on if necessary. Okay, just ignore the bottom lines. Just concentrate on the levels that I mentioned with the numbers there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is the currently now the Dow Jones momentum. Then, of course, you can see we saw the market break down below the below the short-term trend line yesterday. But as I said, once the factory order came out, the market rapidly recovers, and now it's trading exactly at the 2 weeks ago BNB level. All right. So again, we are still on a very strong on the short-term trend line, as you can see over here. The market is still forming itself above it. All right, relentlessly. So That's the reason why the upside is still kind of strong at the moment. Okay, so let's look at the Dow Jones for today, shall we? Now for today's Dow Jones, again, it's a pretty clear, it's a look forward to buy. Why? Well, there's a few good reasons. The number one reason is the opening price. The opening price is actually above pivot 1. So above OP, above pivot 1, CCRY on the M15, you can go for the buy. On the M15 chart, you can go for the buy. Secondly, the KSI is green in color. There's uptick movement on the KSI. So the upside potential is there. Number 3, it is a CCRY on the day chart also, right? The day chart is a CCRY. So for those in 3D group, I already text you guys what to do with your position from yesterday's CCYR position. Okay, so you can do your own consideration. So we have 3 good reasons for you to go long today. So this is something that you must take note. Now, the only thing that can bring the market down is that the market goes below. Okay, if the market goes below pivot 1, 35012, then of course there could be some profit taking. But like I say, the KSI is green, even if profit taking KTR -1 to KTR -3, usually -1 will be a good time to book your profit. Okay, all clear on this? All clear? If everybody clear, please key the word CCRY. Right, everybody, today the keyword is CCRY. Please key right now into the group chat. There's 48 of you guys. I'd love to see all of you key the CCRY. All right. Okay, thank you. Right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you. This Fred, Jerry, Chinghui, Anthony, Terry, Angeline, Janet, David, Michael, Bernard, Theo, Min Hui, Richard, Ting, and Karen. Okay, thank you, guys. So it's a very good reminder to do what to remember what to do. Okay, unless it goes below pivot 1. Okay, unless. Okay. All right, so we got it. Cool. All right, so we have the Dow Jones expectation. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ, wow, look at it. Once again, NASDAQ has proven itself. Look at it. I mean, this is one incredible, right? Look at it, the way the NASDAQ came down and the way it touches the MA30 yesterday and the way it rebounded. Oh my goodness. Imagine if you had just done that, you would be up by 160 points of profits just like this. Just buy at the MA30, it went up and you make money. So isn't that very simple? This is the reason why you now understand that I kept on reminding you guys to use the MA30 as a guidance, right? If you see that happening, and then if you happen to see a technical change in the market using the TWB system, combine that, you can actually give yourself a bit of heads up, all right? So that's why version 5 will have MA30 as a reference guide, okay? Now, in the way that I will be portraying it, it'll be a bit different, okay? It'll be very, very different. So that's why you're gonna enjoy this, my friends. All I can share with you is that this is gonna be very interesting. It's a very interesting way to present this moving average on the chart, and that's why it's available only for this version 5.0. And 5.0, you don't need to pay money for it, right? I say, guys, think about this. From the very first student until now, really think about this, okay? Not only you pay a very good price, and more importantly is that, right, every time from all the upgrades and MAOs, all given to you for free. I mean, seriously, for the type of money that you paid until today, you can see it's almost like, wow, so much given to you. All right, so for today, let's just remember what to do so that who knows, we can get the strike jackpot again. Okay, so let's take a look right now on the charts first. Okay, first of all, we have the moving average. So obviously, we put it in the moving average, okay? Now, the moving average for today, MA30 number is 14892. 14892. Okay, this number is 14892. Okay, so write it down somewhere. 14892. It has to be a strong resistance. Has to be a very strong support for the NASDAQ. which have been seeing that it has been happening. So that's why very important. Number two, okay, where is MLP? Well, MLP for today, the MLP for today is somewhere here, and that is 15010. So that's the MLP. And where's the BNB? The nearest BNB is this guy here, right? Is it not this guy? No. Wait a minute. The BNB is still this guy. Okay, still this guy. This is the one which okay. Hey, sorry, not this guy. I mean this is MLP. Okay, I changed the color. It not get confusing. Sorry. Let me put a line there. There we go. The BNB is this guy here. Yeah, still this guy here. So we are still above the BNB, we're still above MA30, we're still above MLP. So everything is very bullish right now for the NASDAQ, at least for now. But of course, again, I will say this, if you look carefully, this is a bit of consolidation for the last 6-7 days already. So we are going to be seeing either uplift to higher grounds, or we may actually see some profit taking. So that's the reason why some of the charties are actually looking at downside. In fact, most of the charties looking at downside, but then there are some people like Tom Lee is saying upside. So later on, stay tuned. Okay, it's a 7-minute interview, so I'll play it all throughout. So turn on your microphone, your speaker to hear it loud and clear. Right? Okay, so we have the NASDAQ. We look at the chart right now. NASDAQ. Here we go. Okay. So for the NASDAQ, you can see that the NASDAQ is also above opening price. The opening price is here, and this is currently now it's above pivot 1. Sorry, so which means that the NASDAQ today is a buy. So again, CCRY color change from red to yellow on the M15. You can look for buying. Okay, you can look for buying. Okay, so that is very minimum, but it must be above OP. Second, the KSI is green, and of course, it's look like KSI jump, right? It is a KSI jump. So again, a good reason for buying. So there's 2 good reasons for buying already. What's the third reason? Well, third reason is that it's still in a CCRY positioning, so it looks good. Yep, that's about it. Okay, so at least today, NASDAQ is a buy. Okay, NASDAQ is a buy. Okay, so take note of that. All right. Unless NASDAQ goes down below the pivot 1, okay? Unless that happens. If not, the market's still gonna go up, okay? Cool? Okay, last one. We have the S&P 500. Now, S&P 500 missed the MA30 by just a hairline, all right? And then went up already. What a waste, but that's okay. Okay, we can just utilize it today. The MA30 today, the number will be 43.75. 43.75. Write it down somewhere, guys. 43.75. Okay, very, very, very important. 43.75 is S&P support level. Okay. All right. Then, of course, the MLP for today will be somewhere at 44.03, 44.03. And anything else? Okay, let's do the MLP. Okay, done deal. MA30 done deal. Where's the nearest BNB? Where we go? Yep, it seems to be here. Let me double check. Yep, correct. This is the nearest BNB. Let's confirm this. Yep, this is the nearest BNB. This is the nearest BNB high and the nearest BNB low. Okay, let me change this. Okay. So which means that on the nearest BNB, we can see the market is staying above the RL and very strongly. Every time break come down the RL, the market rebounded. So it seems that telling you that the market is still having the upside potential. Okay. All right. So what we have is that overall, the US Dow Jones, US NASDAQ, US S&P, all 3 of them is for the buyout. As long as it stay above OP today CCRY is a buy with 915. Okay. Clear? All right, so everybody take note of that. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so that's what I said today. Okay. All right, so let's just look at the S&P 500, the daily chart, shall we? To just wrap it up for the US equity market. Let's go more around. Okay, wow, okay. S&P 500 is a CCRY and it's above opening price. So above OP, above P1 is a buy. KSI is also a green. So all looks good for the buy side. As long as S&P stay above OP, it's a buy for today. All right. Okay, so that we need to look at the market. Okay, so we have done all the three US equity market. Let's look at the Hang Seng right now. Hang Seng, let's take a look. Okay, Hang Seng has went up initially, but now it's trading downwards to below the almost near the below OP price. Okay, yes, now went below OP. You can see that the pivot has to change color. When it's below OP, you notice that it becomes white color. If it's above OP, the pivot is blue color. This is pretty cool, right? Indeed. Okay, so now not so nice because it's trading below the OP. That means that by right, there is a possibility to actually see the market going down to the KTR -1 level. All right, KTR -1 level will be at 25,987. Okay, so we will see how it goes later on. But it's not a very nice sight at the moment right now. Okay, for the US market to be up so much, it doesn't look that nice. And China A50, let's take a look. China A50 is down a little bit. It's down a little bit, so that's the reason why pressurizing the Hong Kong A50, Hong Kong Index. Sorry, my bad. Okay, my bad. Okay. So look at DAX, shall we? Now, DAX yesterday, very nice. It went below the MA30 and then after that rebounded above MA30 and stabilized above MA30. So it shows that the market is sideways for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days already, but still it's the moving average here. Literally, the closing price always near the MA30. Now you know why I am such a big MA30 favorite. I mean, they like to use it because it tells me a lot of stuff. So as long as the market stays above MA30 and stable MLP, overall upside potential is still there. The historical high is still at 15,809 level. We are just like 200 points away, so 1% away, so not too far, right? Not too far away. Okay. So we have that. Okay, so that's the DAX. Last one is the Nikkei. Now, Nikkei is down today. And I mentioned to you, overall, Nikkei at this moment right now doesn't really have the type of upside potential. Okay, so Nikkei MLP is for 27,600. And now it's trading below the MLP. So that's why there's some selling pressure. And you can see very clearly it's still trading below the MA30 and below the MA200. So the downside pressure is still there in the Nikkei market. Okay, all right, so that is how I see this. And of course, if you look at, Hong Kong has recovered off the lows. Okay, very incredible. A lot of buying, selling. Okay, look at Nikkei, shall we? Now, Nikkei today's opening price is between two pivots. KSI is also still green, so definitely if it's stable, OP is fine. But because the market now has a TSCB, and the TSCB tells us that, right, 27,487 is a very strong resistance level. This point here, okay, sorry, support level. 27,487 is a very strong support level. So if the market can stabilize it, that's fine. If the market stays below it, then we can see that there's a chance for Nikkei trading 27,386 today. All right, so it's still a bit far, so I don't think it will happen. But again, we will monitor this along the way. Okay, all right, 27,487. Okay, guys, that will be all the US and Asia equity market. I think I covered them. Right, let's look at the other thing with commodities right now. Now, gold. This is interesting. Let's take a look at gold. Okay, we bring away all the lines first to see clearer. Now, everybody take a look at gold. This is no joke. Okay, everybody take a look. Now, gold, definitely you realize that the two moving averages, the blue line, the orange line, is going to converge each other. Now, when the thing converge, that means that something big was going to happen in gold. Okay, so again, not that I want to, it's not about me saying whatever. We look at the history. Now, history has proven whenever that gold, right, the blue line is on top of the orange line, okay, and they converge to each other, Okay, there's only there'll be big movement coming in the market. Okay, it should be big movement. So by right, oops. Okay, by right, you can see into future or use the past. You will notice that whenever the blue line is on top of the orange line, if the market converge and if the orange line pulls away, if it pulls away, then we have serious trouble. The market will be selling. Okay, you see that? Okay, so the last time you saw something was so long time ago. Well, when was that? Let me just move back more. Okay, can you see this? Yes, this is another one. And then the other one. Right here. Okay, so that is not a pretty sight, right? If I say this is going to happen for gold. All right, so if this is not going to happen for gold, that means the opposite will happen, which means that what we would like to see is that maybe the gold is going to shoot up and then break the trend. The MA30 will cross MA200 and then bring all the way up for gold. So where can we see on gold? Okay, all right, by the way, before we go on gold, I just saw Hong Kong is coming down again. Okay, Hong Kong is coming down again. Oh no, it's a rejected MLP. And just gonna bring back you Hong Kong again. 5-minute chart. Wow, Hong Kong, oh my goodness. Hong Kong is here. Whoa, Hong Kong has touched my KTR -1, the level that I said earlier. Okay, Hong Kong has touched KTR -1, the level that I mentioned earlier. If you have basically shorted Hong Kong, then of course, congratulations to you, right? For those who have shorted Hong Kong, congratulations. All right, well done, Min Hui. All right, indeed. Okay, so really, whatever I say really happened. It's pretty cool. Okay, all right, so that is the point right now. Okay, let's continue. Oops, sorry. Okay, so back to gold here, right? Everybody, let's take a look, right? How many of you think that gold is going to go up? There are 63 of you guys. What do you think? Is gold going to go up? Gold will go up. Right? If you think gold is going to go up, key up. If you think it's going to go down, key down. Please key your answer right now. We are 62 of you. I love to see at least 20 messages. Okay, come on, guys. I will see whether do you reply to me. And we learn from down there. Okay, so guys, let me know what's your view on this. Okay, so let's see. We have Fred, Michael, Angeline, Jerry, Vincent, Bernard, David, Carl, Gary, Karen, Colleen, Cheng-Kui, and Cheng-Kui, yeah? Okay, so all the names are earlier all up, but then interesting, both Kelly and Min Hui call for down. Okay, so all I can say is this, everybody, please take down these two numbers. Now, if you look carefully, okay, if you really look carefully, all right, you will notice that the market touches the MA30 and then rebound. And then it stays above the MA200, all right? It stays above the 200. So it's a very strong touch, recover, stay above. Got it? Okay, Then yesterday, it did the same thing again. It touches it perfectly, okay? Not even a single ounce lesser, okay? And then after that, it rebounded. And by the end of the closing, it closed above the MA200, okay? So that's two reasons now, okay? So now the thing is this, today, wow, look at the way it converged, right? The two MA. So which means that you have to really believe in whatever is in front of you. So MA30 for today is about 1807. MA200 is about this point here, and that is MA09. Okay, so very simple. It's so tight that I can just give you a simple concept here, which means that as long as the market stays stays above 1807, 1807, it will be a buy. 1807. Okay, write it down. Can someone write down for me? If the market stays above 1807, it will be an upside for gold. Now, if gold cannot stay above upside, thank you, Hossein, choosing up. Right, if gold cannot stay above 1807, then gold is going to go down. Okay, so very, very simple, everybody. 1807. That will be the key pivotal point that you really need to observe the market. 1807. Okay, so you asked me, though we can see from the technical point, there is a very strong resistance at 1829. I already told you before, 1829 is a very, very strong resistance. And now we have a very strong support at 1807. Okay, so as long as, thank you, Carl. So as long as gold stays above 1807, gold will go up, and the market will easily take down 1827. Okay, easily take down 1827. But on the flip side, if the market stays down below the 1807, then I would say conveniently look at the distance there. Okay, means that if we do a bit of simple distancing from where we are now to the high is about $23. The downside will be $23, and that is somewhere near to here at about 1783 level. So I think this is the fair mark. This is the chocolate bar untested before. So the number will be 1787. Okay, so which means that very simple. If the market stays above 1807, 1829, target 1. If the market fails and goes below 1807 by closing, remember intraday movement is not counted by closing, then it will go down to 1787. Okay, so 3 numbers to watch out for today and the next few days probably. Take note of this. Okay, so there's lots of money to make. Right? Can someone just summarize this for me and key into the group chat? Yeah, because my mouse cannot be used. Okay, so I need you guys to do that. Okay, Hong Kong has hit that level and recovered. Oh my goodness, this is really fun. I mean, I should really be trading. Okay, I should really be trading, seriously. Yeah, I see that. How fun is this? So Hong Kong, my God, look at it. The moment it touches the KDR -1, immediately rebounded. Now, earlier I say already, if Hong Kong pulls back, it will go down to KDR -1. It really happened because the KSI is great. And then after that, I told you guys that if you hit this point, you may recover, and now it really recover right in our face. All right, so this is really incredible. This is what it's all about, technical analysis. Really, okay. All right, cool. Right, anybody, no one summarize for me on the gold side. Serious. Okay, never mind. If you didn't do that, now I will do it myself later. It's okay. Okay, so we have the movement of gold and the Hang Seng. Let's look at the gold weekly chart. Now, gold weekly chart definitely. Oh, thank you so much, Carl. Really appreciate that. Excellent, Carl. Okay, so you can see right now on the gold on a weekly chart, this is like the third week we saw. This is the third week we saw that the gold hit 1820 and it came off, right? So of course, this time around, the gold will also be testing 1820 the 4th time this week if you're going to go up there. Okay, so let's watch out 1820 as a form of a very important resistance point. Okay. All right, now let's go to today's gold. Yesterday was a pretty boring day for gold, very tight range. You can see yesterday gold is really tight. The day before was even tighter with the doji. So it's usually when you see a doji, next day you should see a directional day, right? But yesterday the market really didn't do that. So I will tell you up front here, when the market don't do a directional day, next day, right? That means the next day, which is today, latest tomorrow, that will be a big movement. Really, take note of that. I repeat myself one more time. If the doji came in and the next day we do not see a sizable directional day, then normally today or tomorrow latest, we're going to see a directional day. So don't ask me which side. I've given you the numbers. You just have to follow the numbers. You should be fine. Okay? So all clear on this? This is the very big hint that I give you for today. All right? Okay, so look at the BNB, the TWB system right now. The opening price happened to be between the two pivot 1 and pivot 2. But today is again, it's an inverse pivot. Today is an inverse pivot. Let me just show to you. Okay, look at the P1 and P2, right? Let me just change the chart. Okay, and then come back to you again. Can you see that? So which means that after refresh, it's still confirmed. Pivot 1 is at 1807. which is very the same level. Remember the same level I just talked about, the MA30. Oh my God, same level, 1807. So what does it mean? That means really 1807 will be the most critical number for today for gold. 1807 has to stay. If not, gold will come down. All right. Now MA for the blue bars are still there. There's some form of some selling pressure, but the KSI is pretty green. In fact, uptick green. So it's going to be confusing. That's why when it's confusing, that means that the market will move. That's usually like that. Okay. And okay, so traders, take note of that. That's going to be very, very important. 1807, if it cannot go up, so it cannot go down, it will be going up at 1229, which is very near to the 1831 level. Okay, so today's goal will be pretty cool. Watch out for big movement. All right, so that is gold. Let's look at silver. Okay, silver. Okay, now for silver, let's look at the chart first, the silver MA30. Now, silver MA30 have touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but today is staying above the MA30. That's why I tell you this today, gold, you have to watch already. From the way silver is moving, traders, you need to watch your gold, okay? The way silver is moving, watch your gold. So it's above MLP, that's the first thing first. Second thing is that it's now trading above the MA30. The MA30 for today's silver is at $25.52, and if the silver stays up, silver has the potential to go all the way to $26.24, and that's a lot of money. 70 cents, like very little, right? No, it's quite a bit of money. So if you know how to utilize it properly, you could make some money out of this. So silver 25.52, 26.24, very, very important numbers. Okay. All right, so we have silver price right now. So silver today is above OP. Sorry, today's OP is above the pivot one, but the KSI is red in color. So as long as the silver stays above OP, right, by right, it should be going up. And now you can see silver is actually moving up very nicely. Yeah, silver, you see, wow. As we're speaking right now, silver is moving up. As we're speaking right now, silver is actually moving up. So if silver goes up, naturally, I believe gold will be going higher too, right? And gold is moving up already now. Already, gold is already moving up, everybody. Gold is already moving up. Can you see that? Wow, okay. CCRY buy on gold, already $2 given. Have you traded on gold this morning? Okay, remember that above OP, CCRY is a buy on gold, and now it's already going up. Okay, so that means that today, there is a pretty good chance we can see gold trading higher today. Okay, no pivot. Remember, this is above OP, above pivot one. Can you see that? There is pivot that's triggered already, my friend. Okay, must remember your rules very well. Okay, above OP, above pivot one, CCRY is a buy. Remember that. Okay, all right, by default already is a trigger. Okay, wow, we see some movement now in the equity market. Okay, we see Hong Kong, wow, shooting up. Hong Kong has shot up from the KTR -1, go all the way, rejected, and go all the way up to KTR +2. All right, likely China recover. No, China is still down. Interesting. Okay, so it's only itself is moving up. Wow, wow, wow. Look at it. Look at it. It's going up. Wow, we're going to hit KTR +3 and pivot 1 soon. Okay, break pivot 1. Wow. Okay, so surprisingly, some action came in Hong Kong after it hit the KTR -1. Incredibly, it hits the pivot 1 beautifully. And oh, wow, continue. Wow, further upside. Look at it, further upside. Okay, so not too sure what's happening, but definitely it's a positive note right now, okay, for the entire equity market. Okay, so that is why I say that overall the market is still pretty bullish for the time being. Okay, everybody clear with what I should share with you on gold and silver. Let's look at crude oil. Interesting. Well, we are seeing crude oil down at the moment right now. Not too sure what's the reason. Okay, but of course we have some of the data coming out that is against crude oil. So now crude oil is trading down towards the $69 level, and I did mention that they're supposed to go 74, but it missed the 74 mark and pull back down. And when you go below the MA30, immediately it brought some selling down. So that's how you can see how it works on it. You have to really take note of that. When the market loses the MA30, you can see the selling is here. So now for crude oil, $71.56 is the MA30, and currently price is below $70. So which means that the market is actually looking to sell. So it's quite interesting because fundamentally people are calling for buying, but I did mention to you guys that there could be downside on crude oil if it fails to stay above the MA30, and it seems to be happening. All right, I just see that Hong Kong is still rushing. Wow, Hong Kong, wow, look at it. Hong Kong is still rushing up. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at it. Something must have come out from Hong Kong. Wow, let's take a look at the day chart first again. Wow, Hong Kong has break up the pivot one. Despite the KSI is red in color, Hong Kong is still shooting up. Wow, not too sure what is the reason that putting Hong Kong to that. All right, anybody want to give me some views on this? Again, let me know. But it's incredible to see Hong Kong shooting up. Just remember, this is why it's so powerful. You really need to know why. Sometimes it touches and go, and what must you do and stuff like that. Okay, now above pivot one means the market is bullish. So traders, be very careful, okay? All right, but it's above KTR plus 3 already, yeah? So go slow, eh? Okay, so sorry to divert again, but crude oil doesn't look nice. If crude oil stays down, usually we should see some selling in the equity market. So there's something interesting here. Now today's crude oil, the opening price above pivot one, so by right above OP, above pivot one, and KSI green, we should see upside on crude. You know, maybe we just only see a temporary pullback. Then after later, maybe crude will go up. And if crude actually does that, then crude will propel the entire equity market higher. Okay, it will. But if it doesn't and we stay below the pivot one, then there should be some selling. Okay, this selling could be quite drastic though, because all the way down is $67 already. Okay, so we will monitor this market as we go along. Okay. Okay, all right. So Min Hui, you got it, Min Hui? Okay, you asked a question, right? So I answered you. Hopefully that clears up everything. Okay, all right. So that is all the equity markets forecast movement. All right. Hopefully I have cleared up the air and make sure that you guys know what to do for today. Today could be a very interesting day. Traders go up again. Oh, okay. Caixin PMI up 54.9 versus 50.6. Okay. So expected numbers, but of course it's good numbers. But how come China not moving? Oh, okay. China moving already. Now it's China's up already. Delete. Okay. So everything looks good. Everything is positive, right? That is the reason why we see all this thing going up. All right. See, wow, Hong Kong going up. Okay, all right, so we have that, we have those, we already have the answers to all the questions that you need to ask me regarding all the technical side. We're going to go into the fundamental side, okay? So, okay, all cool? All right, give me some water break first. Okay, all right. So we've done all our technical side. Let's look at the fundamental side. Okay, as I said again, today is Wednesday already. We have, before market opens, we have Kraft going to have their results. But the rest still, I don't recognize them. After close, Roku and Ruber, they're going to be interesting. Let's watch out for how they perform. Okay. Now, there's some new changes. Susan go live. Right? Susan will have go live still every day from Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. This one will not change. But for the night session, she will only do Monday and Wednesday. So she means that on Friday, she'll take a break. So that will give her time to do her personal stuff and also recharge herself. Okay, so Monday and Wednesday. So 1 week, 7 days, 7 times. Still pretty a lot, right? Okay, all right. So this is what Susan will do. Remember that, Monday and Wednesday. All right, only that. So today will be her last night session for this week. Okay, take note of that. Thank you. Okay, so we have today ADP numbers. Tonight is ADP numbers. Not too sure whether can we see a big movement on the gold because of ADP. We have the non-manufacturing PMI. All right, and we have this. So of course, usually I just come here and just give a very first train of thought in my mind. What I'm looking to see ADP numbers. For something tell me it could be 700,000 this time. Something tell me that the feeling comes in. This one, the PMI numbers, this shouldn't be good. This should be still down. All right, crude oil inventories, normally I don't need because it's really ridiculous. The numbers never been that easy to actually come with it. So anyway, my point is I expect the ADP number to be slightly higher than expected, but I still believe that the PMI numbers will be down. So let's see. Of course, everything is just a guessing game. We're just guessing it anyway. Okay, all right. So let's see how it goes later today. All right, so the Dow Jones, pretty strong. Wow, on the opening bell, it went down first initially because the data was not so good. Then after that, the factory orders came in and bang, within less than 2 hours, it went up by 300 points, took a little breather, and then up by another 100 points in short from the lowest end to the highest end, 400 points recovery. Again, this is only can be done in the American market where market abundance of dollars and dollars is available and people just buy. There's no holding back at all. That's why I keep on reminding you traders is that right in the market situation like this, there's only one thing to do is if people's buying and there's no way to stop them, just stand away. If you think that it's too high, you don't feel like chasing, you can look at another market like gold, or silver, at least you can buy and then you can actually have some you can just be part of it. If you want to buy into Dow Jones and NASDAQ and S&P, but you find it's a bit too high right now, you don't feel like buying, then of course I can understand your point. But again, like I say, with the market filled with so much cash available, it's going to be very difficult for the market to come down. Really, I'm not kidding you. Really difficult. So the Dow Jones climbed more than 200 points as S&P closed at a high as industrial stock rises. So yesterday when the market sell down, they tell you it's COVID. Today they buy up, they tell you it's COVID. Tomorrow they sell down, it's COVID. Tomorrow it's COVID. So anytime it's just about COVID. Okay, so now yesterday was because of COVID. Today is because of COVID also. Broad-based market strengthened, overweight the travel news. Okay, so even though there's COVID, but it's no longer important. Okay, because now broad-based market has the strength to buy it up. Okay. So the thing is this, okay, the market now is just 0.5% away from an all-time high. And of course, the COVID cases in America is going up, but it doesn't matter because 70% of the COVID, of the people there are already vaccinated by at least one jab. So meaning in short, if as long as the vaccination really works, that means more people come back to work and definitely that will push the American market economy better. And that is what they're trying to say. But the thing is this, all right, as I told you guys, if the crude oil is not going up, right, it's not the type of way they're going to see it in terms of economy. So I will leave it there for you to decide. So let's revisit what happened yesterday. Very, very clear. The market opening price was between the pivot 1 and pivot 2 and KSI is green. So everything looks good. It should be a buy. But if break below pivot 2 is a sell. But because KSI is green, remember that KTR -1, -2 is a buy. So let's take a look. Wow, look at it. The market above OP is the buy side because the KSI is green. So by default, you can see that the market go up slowly. It was a touch OP here. Okay, then the market goes up all the way. Then it missed the KTR -1. It missed. Okay, and I told you guys, if it missed KTR -1, it will go down to KTR. Okay, if it failed to go to KTR +1, sorry. If it didn't go to KTR +1, it will go down to KTR -1. Remember that I said that if the market pull back down, it will go down to KTR -1. And incredibly, it really did. But what is amazing is after it hit the KTR -1, it stalled there. And then this happened. Look at it. This is the CCRY triggering pivot 2 and KTR -1. This is a buy by default. Okay, a buy by default. And of course, when you buy, it's also above OP. Wow, confirmed buy. And of course, the upside could be KTR +1, or you can aim at this pivot 1, which the market trigger it and come down. But when it came down, there was no color change, and then the market go up again. So you guys can see this is very, very clear. As long as you remember the rules that supposed to happen, must happen, but if it doesn't happen, the opposite will happen. And then after that, when it happened already, if the market gets itself supported because of the time technical point, you look at it, the market just know how to speak to you. You just have to follow, guys. Really, you just have to follow. Cool? Okay, so that is what happened for Dow Jones yesterday. And let's look at the gold. Gold was very sideways, very, very tiring day yesterday. Gold basically supposed to be above OP, is a buy because KSI is green. And then the market stay below OP. Okay. And if we go below OP, it will stay above KTR. So yesterday was a very, very flat day for gold. was not going anywhere, no particular direction. Really, even trigger form, there's no clear trigger trade also. So yesterday was a very tiring and very slow day. Yesterday indeed. Okay, so there's nothing much I can tell you about gold yesterday, really not moving at all. So which means that we're not moving at all based on my last recall, usually when I say this, when gold is not moving, very tight, very, never there, gold is going to go up or go down, big movement soon. Okay, I repeat, when you see gold doesn't move at all, totally flat, can't even go to KTR +1 or -1, that means gold is going to go into a big movement soon. Okay, gold is going to go into a big movement soon. This is very, very crucial, guys. Very important. Please take note of that. Gold is going to go up big time, okay, on gold. Okay, cool. All right, so that will be all for this part here. We're going to local news right now. For the local and global news, Robinhood, wow, surged 24%. Wow, that means Kathy Wood must be very happy. She bought an average price of 34 to 36, and now the price is at $38 is and more than $42 right now, in fact. So that means that makes her very, very happy, making 24%. That's not bad. No, imagine you invest 100 million, 200 million, and now you're up by 40 million just like that. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's look at Robinhood now. Oh, $46. Wow. Okay, so that means that she's up by at least $50 million profit. Wow, incredible. Okay, so let's take a look at what they have to say for Robinhood. I can turn on your volume to watch this.
Joe, let's hit Hood, Robinhood, which surged today. You said it's a tomorrow story. I think it's a right now story. Up 24%. It just got to the kind of stumbled out of the gate. Also made the unusual decision to allocate a portion of their shares in the listing to its own customers. But what drove the surge today? Captain Golden News?
Well, I think we can start the Golden News, so that's done. Right? I think tomorrow's conversation is going to be what's it mean for the market. I'm going to CNBC for with Dominic too, so I'm not going to be able to listen to him playing on daily stocks and money. But I know he's going to be back on this tomorrow. But what does it mean for the overall sentiment of the market? I think that's incredibly important to understand. So, to a certain extent, I think it takes the speculative temperature the retail investor. And there's also a very strong institutional commitment to Robinhood stock. So, listen, it's pricing at 46 right now. It's a lot better than one of those pricing zones last week for Robinhood itself. But given the extensive activity you saw, 87 million shares traded today. Okay, that doesn't sound like people sitting on the sidelines and enjoying some of their cash money. Up 24% from last week. Jack Carter's been done already. In fact, last night in particular.
Okay, so you can see that definitely Kathy Wood is going to be very happy for her investment in this to be up 24% in one single day. It was just opening bell, it went all the way up the south. So what leads to people buying? Well, I can tell you this: short sellers. Okay, there were a lot of short sellers on Robinhood, and obviously one movement like this is going to clear up everybody, and that's the reason why when you have the funds and people on the other side of town, just have to go for the kill. So that's the reason why I believe that causes Robinhood to really go up, in my personal opinion. Okay, all right. So he says that Robinhood now could actually acquire another fintech company so that they can actually increase their sales. And of course, that will bring down the stock price higher. And of course, some of the equity analysts is giving a $65 target for this Robinhood. So if you think that this Robinhood is still a good time to buy, and even at $46, well, some of them are looking at $65 for upside. So you guys make your own decision. Okay. All right. So what are the reasons stay bullish? Now it's time to turn on your volume loud because I'm going to give you 7 minutes worth of Tom Lee. Now this is the first time I'm going to put direct source because I have no time to do the video this morning. Yeah. So guys, you guys have to turn on your volume. Okay, let's watch this live right now. Okay, I'm gonna get the website up for you guys. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let's go.
this and the fear that this could trigger a wraparound. And the second, I think, especially coming into today, is that the 10-year continues to sink lower. So despite expectations across the street for inflation and higher real rates, the 10-year is sinking. So I think investors are pretty nervous about those two things. But I think it's not between now and month end. We think the odds are not very peak. One of the reasons we believe that is hospitalizations incrementally quicker than actually beginning to rise. The second is that I think the 10-year is sort of an important junction here. It's near the 100-week moving average, and it looks like it could potentially be reversing. So I think we could have higher rates if we got that, or that's a little bit of what we're doing this time around.
That's a little bit, and we see the trends of the UK basis, we see sort of a similar trend level back in, I think it's there, and so it's case, so this is a bit data, but in terms of macro, the 10-year will actually emerge from this critical juncture and go higher. Is that based on anything? Is that just what the look at? Because it sounds like this whole local office is predicated on these two things, and one of those things is sort of just a hold your finger to the wind kind of call.
That's right. I mean, markets are unpredictable and interest rates are even more unpredictable. So, again, I would probably be more appropriately saying, I think the probabilities of rates rising more than consensus expects is what we think will happen if the Delta variant starts to roll over. So I think interest rates and cases and markets are all kind of connected there. But really, in the next couple of weeks, we can get plays out and the stocks. Is that obviously concerned about everyone associated with Delta variant? I'm not worried about the long-term impact. So, see the economic view that the Fed is not probably point. I mean, really should know that because the Fed is one of the most important this mean that it had some happy surprises. See around the Delta variant
Okay, now I understand that I saw some of the responses that the speech is not clear or distorted. Like I say, this is directly from the source. I can't do anything better than this. Okay, so never mind. As I say, no worry. This is the latest link. I'm not too sure is it available for everybody because I got it from my own the CNBC Pro, but I will extract this video and I'll upload it later on to everybody. All right. But basically, in short itself, right, in what you can see from Tom Lee is very simple. He believed that this COVID-19 virus will roll over eventually. People will just recover. People will just stick with the vaccines. They are protected, and hence the economy will go up. Okay, so in short, that is what Tom Lee has been saying. So basically, that's what he said. He also covered a bit on Bitcoin and stuff like that. Okay, so he covered a lot of things today. Honestly, I haven't seen this video yet myself, but I know that he's been being the bullish guy for the longest of time, so I'm unsurprised. Okay, so guys, just hang on later. I'll get back to you regarding the video. Okay, all right. So that will be ended there. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let's continue. All right. So this is Tom Lee. Since we're gonna, okay, I will send out the link up. Yes, I can send you the link, but I'm not too sure. Can you watch? Because this is on a CNBC Pro. Pro means you have to pay money for that. So I think I extract the video for you. Easier. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what are the alternate market views for today? So I told you, right, Tom Lee is definitely very bullish, but there are some strategies. In fact, 17 of them are actually bearish. So that's interesting. Let's take a look. So now this is okay. This is on CNBC Pro. You can see that the word Pro here means that it's paid items. 20 strategies predicts when stock will have the next big tumble and how far they will fall. Now this is actually a very long article, so I actually only share one part of it today. tomorrow I'll share another part. Okay. So CNBC International conducted a survey for 20 high-profile market strategies and asked them to predict the next big tumble. But the problem is that they offer anonymity, so which means that they are anonymity, so that which means they cannot release their names. So we don't know who they are, but they say it's from United States and Asia. So I don't know who is this Asia one. But nonetheless, okay, 17 of the 20 says that there will be a sell-off this year, and most of it see sooner rather than later. Okay, question mark, question mark, question mark. So 11 of them predicted the drop will come in September. Wow, okay, next month. 3 of them say it's October or November, and this 2 of them say it's December, and one answer all of the above. Okay. Okay, so it's like covering himself very well. Okay, now out of the 20, 3 of them are more optimistic. They feel that right, the market is still okay. One of them said that the market is a substantial bull. 2 will drop, but not maybe until next quarter. I mean, sorry, the next year first quarter. Okay, so in short, 17 of them say more selling. 11 of them are more bearish. They say that September the drop will come in. So that is what they are saying. All right, but of course, I noticed the reason why I joined CNBC Pro, because I realized that when the Pro article come out, right, it's kind of accurate though. Kind of accurate. I'm not implying anything. I said it's just kind of accurate. So that's the reason why I subscribe to it. Okay. So, but you must understand, see, example, right, back in May, there was another CNBC International poll of 30 strategies, and they found that the market is going to be, the inflation will be temporary, and they actually think that the market will be actually moving a bit higher and with inflation. And of course, a good chunk of them all were correct in a way. So that's why that caught me thinking that maybe they may have something that we don't know. So that's why I want to share this with you. Okay. All right. So that is the thing that you must take note of. Okay. September, October, December. Okay. Now you can see yesterday the market came down first. The market came down all the way due to the market. Then after that, you can see that was because of the ISM data was very bad. The manufacturing was down. Okay, we understand that was in March last year. And after that, it recovered dramatically strong. But yesterday, we can see that, okay, the new orders goes up, but the manufacturing comes down. That means that orders are coming in still, but the thing is that the deliverables seems to be not following. So again, that's a big cause here. So the last time we see something like this was last year in 2018. In 2018 March, we saw something like this, whereby you can see that the market actually moved in a different direction before we saw the sell-off due to the pandemic. So this is something like, is it happening again? So you have to look at it. All right. So we are seeing a bit of the same high level. We also see the same level here. So it's kind of interesting. It seems to be like, you know, as a repeat of history of 2018 and current 2021 movement. Interesting, right? You do know that the time 2018 was the market came out was also because of the taper tantrum, whereby the market was telling was when they're looking to hike interest rates and reduce the taper, and that was whereby this thing happened, and of course the stock market fell quite drastically during the period of time. So now we are having the same movement here. Is it going to tell us the same thing? So you guys make your own decision, okay? All right, now you can see that the 10-year real yields, which means that the yields is still going down, right? The yields is coming down. This inverted, inverted means opposite. So the inverted real yields are still climbing up. So by right, as you can see, every time when the inverted real yields is going up, gold should move up, but gold didn't. So the gold is like getting further away. But is it temporary, transitory? We don't know, but it's possible that later on, who knows, later on, gold today, as we said earlier, who knows, gold may find some strength and then gold will shoot up just to cover the gap. So guys, stand by for gold. If gold do break certain figure, I told you this morning, then gold may climb up to reach towards the inverted real yield, okay? Because we have seen over the last many months, the real yield and gold seemingly inverted real yield is actually moving in tandem. So that's why probably now we are very far away, which means that gold could go all the way to 2050 if, let's say, the yield continue to slide. Okay, because remember this, when yield slide itself usually means the bond price is going up, And why people buy bonds? Because people are scared that the market may go into a bad position. That's why people buy bonds. So, but the problem is that people buy bonds, but the equity market is going up to new all-time high. Then the question mark is how come like that, right? That's why there is a small possibility that people may say, you know what, maybe we should play safe, we should buy gold. Okay, maybe I say there is a possibility that people may want to play safe and buy gold. Okay, so this is very, very important. So I say, who knows, this may actually bring up gold all the way to 2009 to 1950 level. Okay, so guys, so stand by on that. Very, very important. Okay, last but not least, you can see that very clear. This is a city inflation surprise index. You can see that, wow, it's going up, keep on rising, right, in terms of inflation numbers. But the Bloomberg Eco US Industrial Sector Surprise Index is going down. That means that the market in terms of economy is not doing well at all. So now we can see that the surprise index going upwards and the industrial going downwards. And whenever you see this, there's only one answer, it's stagflation. That means that the economy is not recovering as fast as compared to inflation. And when that really happens, it's not right. We have stagflation, and that's even worse than inflation. So that's the probably reason why you see the bond price keep on going higher, your real yields keep on going down, and equity market going up because of the easy monetary policy. So with all this mumbo jumbo together itself, all I can tell you is this: gold, in my opinion, in the next 6 to 9 months, gold is going to go up. Okay, I'm going to say upfront again on recording, gold, all right, GOLD, gold in the next 6 to 9 months. Okay, I believe very strongly that gold will be going up. Okay, all the way. So my target is this: we should see gold still going up to 2218. My target for quite a while already. All right, so you see some movement. Maybe some selling later on, a little bit here and there because of the equity market, but later on, we should see further upside, okay? So I draw it here, means I don't mind it to be on record, so hopefully it really all happens. Okay, cool. All right, that will be all for today. Thank you very much for today's MAO once again, all right? I wish you all the best for trading and stay tuned for tomorrow's MAO, all right? Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Please give me a like button right now. Yeah, give me the like button, slam me with all the love and likes, so at least we know that you guys are actually appreciating it. Okay, thank you very much. All right, thank you again for those who are concerned for my health. I'm okay, don't worry. All right, I recovered from my jab already. Fresh. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.